Hi, welcome back to the Golden Girls channel. Today we got together a group of the Golden Girls, and for the first time we filmed the interactions between the group as a whole. Our first step in this meeting was talking about our goals for this project and what we wanted to get out of it.
I don't know how to word this, but like to get my word out.
Get your word out.
Like,
yeah, that's good.
To tell my story so that people can learn from my mistakes and experiences.
To spread awareness of the stigma against the female body.
To be more comfortable with my sexuality.
All right.
Happy National Pansexuality Day.
Is it really?
It really is.
I want to learn more about religion and culture.
To meet new people.
to learn about other people's experiences.
So to teach and to learn. The reason I started this project is I've gone through a lot of experiences that I think people can learn from. And I think I have a lot to learn as well. So my goal is to form a bonded community. You can add as many as you want.
To spread positivity.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed about our community already. We're very positive. There's been so much support from you guys, even the ones that barely know each other. I think teaching about our experience is important, and I think also education, because I know the reason I struggled so much with my body confidence for years was because I wasn't aware of all of this information. I didn't know.
But like, I want to educate people about the things that people are too uncomfortable to talk about.
This is why we're doing it. It's still a problem, you know. There's still so much that people are uncomfortable with. Just the fact that we as women are producing something to help a man. But yeah, I think that's threatening. I think that's threatening to people, and I think it's great that we're threatening their sense of what's comfortable. After really thinking through why we're doing this project, I decided it was time for us to really hit hard. So we started off strong, talking about our insecurities, our strengths, and the things that we love and don't love so much about ourselves. Okay, so what we're gonna do is on this piece of paper, I want you guys to write down every single thing that you're insecure about.
No.
That's a lot. And I'm gonna read mine out loud, okay? Because I know that takes bravery just to write it down. As you can see, I shared most, if not all, of my insecurities with the girls. That actually took a lot of bravery for me to talk to them all. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here, because I think that that's the best way for others to understand that it's okay to be insecure. It's okay to have these insecurities. So probably my biggest insecurity has to be my skin. I have really clear skin, and usually if you can tell, you can see my veins through. I'm pretty insecure about my hips. I don't really have wide hips, and for some reason that just really bothers me that it doesn't flow smoothly. I have like hip dips, right? So they go in, and my thighs are actually wider than my hips, which shouldn't bother me, but sometimes it really does, and I don't like my feet in particular. I'm insecure about my breasts because although a lot of times I really love them, sometimes it feels like they're too big, or they don't fit my body type. And it can be hard because wearing, V-necks or shirts that show them off more and make me feel comfortable and confident, a lot of times I receive negative feedback, and sometimes even slut shaming for it, which I find really unfair. Through middle school, I had a very flat chest. I was probably like a AAA cup, if that exists. And Abby and I, who have been friends since 3rd grade, Abby went through puberty when we were in probably 4th grade. She was an A cup before I even knew what a bra was. So I mean, not to put any pressure on you, but growing up with that, we had such a diversity, and I think caused insecurity for both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Having that difference. This list has gotten a lot smaller. This list used to fill the page. This used to be a lot more. So I'm pretty proud of myself in that aspect. After I shared my own insecurities, some of the girls gathered the courage up to share their own. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of things that girls are insecure about, and some of them are things that you yourself would never think of.
So my hair is thinning. I have EDNOS, which is an eating disorder. EDNOS stands for, oh god, this is rough.
Eating disorder, not otherwise specified.
Yeah, thanks. And for me, I have like the binging aspect of bulimia. Like I'll eat a lot at one time, but then instead of puking it, I just won't eat for days. Because of that, my metabolic rate is damaged, so I lose my hair a lot. And on top of that, I have trichotillomania. For me, it's part of my anxiety, and basically it just means I pull out my hair.
Broke boobs because I have like really large breasts and I hate it. Weight. I am almost over 200 pounds.
But I have to say, what you said about the weight, you were the one I greatly admired in the group chat before we started the project, and you said, weight means nothing because it's simply the relativity of your body to the planet. And I think that's a really good point.
There's a lot of things on this list that are like, some days this is a really good thing, some days it's a really bad thing. I'm insecure about my chest because sometimes they're too small and sometimes they're not small enough. So when I'm feeling more feminine, I want them to be bigger. When I'm feeling more masculine, I want them to be gone.
And, you know, I think sometimes that the size of your breasts, whether it's due to wanting to identify in different ways or whether it's simply just the shape or the size of them, that, you know, that can really affect your whole day.
I know I'm not transgender, but I know that I'm not cis.
I wear a binder sometimes. So I kind of identify as like gender fluid, and it's honestly tough wearing a binder, so like don't do it.
So I have an eating disorder. I have binge eating disorder. I binge more than I don't eat. So I gain weight. My acne. I'm really insecure about my acne. I have like extra fat on my face right here, and I get really, really, really insecure. Like that's probably like, if not my biggest insecurity, it's one of my biggest insecurities because I hate it. Stomach, thigh, arm fat.
I'm like really pale, and I have problems like being hairy and stuff. So I have this bump on my nose. I've always had it. I've always been like teased for having small boobs or like a small butt. My teeth, I don't know. I've always had like a problem with them.
Okay, so I'm like insecure about my scars from like surgery, because I had surgery on my hips and my knees, but also like scars from self-harm.
I'm really insecure about like my acne and my skin. Like I'll put on foundation in the morning, but then like the moment I leave my house I'll feel like I've put on too much. But especially in middle school, like I used to put on these sports bras that were way too small for me, and I'd put on 2 and I would never take them off. And I had like bruises under my armpits on both sides, and like on my right shoulder I have like a scar because the metal adjuster would like cut into my shoulder, but I would just like move it around, but I wouldn't actually take them off. So like I'm a little insecure about people. Like the bruises have faded, but sometimes I feel like you could still see them or something. I'm just like insecure about my legs in general.
Like just my mental health in general, because I'm a little different. But moving on that, we're all taking a deep breath, and we're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna fold our papers, okay? And we're gonna recognize that these same insecurities are oftentimes the things that people find most attractive about us, most appealing, most impressive, most amazing, most beautiful, and we're gonna let them go. So we're just gonna rip it up, just all your frustration. Okay, so we're gonna take an envelope.
An envelope.
I can't speak English either.
An antelope.
Put your pieces in the envelope. You know, like your envelope. See, and the reason yeah, it was really good luck. The reason that we're licking the envelope and making it stick is because, to me, I think folding it inside, that allows you to open it. That allows you to see it. And I think that recognizing your insecurities is very important, but I don't want you guys to have that constant reminder. I'd rather that you guys have the constant reminder of everything that is beautiful and that you love about yourselves. So now what we're going to do is you're going to write everything that you love about yourself on the outside. Like I said before, I might be insecure about my breasts, but I also love my breasts. I feel confident about my butt. This is quite interesting because this is an insecurity for most people, but I like my stretch marks. I like my freckles and like I have a lot of little moles and stuff.
I like my hair color and texture. I like my butt.
I like it too.
I was with Kate and Bella at Forever 21, and I got these bathing suit bottoms, and I was like, I look thicker than a Snicker. Like, I like my confidence. I have on and off confidence. I mean, sometimes it's really on, and I'm a bad bitch, and then sometimes it's like, oh wow, like I actually hate myself.
I like my smile. I like that I do have confidence because that definitely did increase from like middle school. That's for sure. I also like my hair.
They are blue. I have blue eyes. I also do like my stretch marks. I have a lot on my like inner thighs, and they're like bright red, which is kind of weird because most people's are like a white, like a whitish tan skin color thing, and mine are like red, which I think is like kind of sick.
So like when like fire flicks up, that's what it looks like to me. I like it. It's cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
And then I like my eyelashes. I have really long eyelashes.
You do.
I also like my ears. That's kind of like a weird one, but I have like this cartilage pierced, and I want more of them. But I think I have like a good shape of ear. Also, I consider myself a leader. I also like my lips. They're not big, but they're like soft. So
They are very soft. I've kissed them. Pride 2015, 2016. My lips are really
I'm like surprised.
Oh my god, they're so soft. After giving ourselves some self-love, we decided that although it's so important to recognize everything you love about yourself, sometimes you just can't get everything on the list. So we went around and we shared with each and every person something that we enjoy about them. Kate's hair is like the most amazing thing ever, and I appreciate all of the effort you put into it. Avalon is an amazing dancer, first of all. Alyssa is just like this little pixie that I want to have you. Like I want to love her.
Okay, Kate. You're like the sweetest person I've ever met in my life. Laura, like she said, I love that you're like, you don't care, like you do not give up. Okay, first of all, I love all of you. I love your eyes. You don't care what people think about your opinion, which is like high five, cause same. Like when people slut shame you, you just really, your purpose is to just spread the word about like being kind and being happy.
I want to say that like I love every single one of you are so gorgeous. Like it's overwhelming how much beauty there is in this room. But also just like a quick note that like this is our second meeting and I've already learned more about like how to handle my own insecurities.
I love how confident you are and how like open you are. You're really just like, you give off this great vibe. You're just so pretty, and when I watched the video I kept like thinking how gorgeous you are. You've always been like so sweet and so nice, and you're such a great dancer, and you inspire me. Kate, just I love Kate. She brought this all together, and it makes me so happy because like I met great people, and I'm so excited to keep doing this. Well, Molly's great actually. She's like your own personal therapist, especially for me, and she deals with everyone's problems and she wants to make everyone happy. Kate, I don't know you very well, but like you're so sweet and you seem like such a great person. I can't wait to get to know you better.
Yeah, me too. Jesus first. I love you because like you're one of my oldest friends, and not because of your age, but like because I've known you so long. Kate, you're so unique. I love it.
Thanks.
Kate, oh my god. You're so like, you're so strong because like you've been going, like I feel like every step along this project, people have just been chewing you out for doing things wrong and not like showing how amazing you've been doing and how organized you are with all of this. Like it's impressive as hell, and I'm so proud of you. You butterfly way.
Molly, okay, you're just like so positive. When you're in a room, it just like you just feel so positive. You're really funny and you're really entertaining and it's just fun. You know, you're really pretty. I don't know, there's something like really unique about the way you look. And like you just seem like a really nice person. Yeah. And then Kate, like you seem so confident and like you stand up for what you believe, and like I think that's so nice. Like even though you get so much like backlash for it, like you still like speak out against it, and you're really pretty.
So first off, I want to start with saying I'm very proud of all of you for like saying your insecurities and stuff, because like it was definitely really hard for me. So I really love your eyes. They like just like pierce through. I just love it. Okay. I'm like, I don't know, you're like such a influence on me to like speak like what I want to speak, you know. You're just like powerful. There you go. Molly, I love your energy. It's like so like what's that word?
Contagious.
There you go. Contagious. Yeah. Okay, I love your smile. You just like it just like shines through. I just love it.
You're really an interesting person to know more about. Like you're very like, I just want to know more about you. But your eyes are so like enticing. Like you have such big, warm brown eyes. It's really, really cool how you are so like open about a lot of things and you're not afraid to talk to people. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of you for all this. Like extremely, extremely proud, and I'm so glad that I got to be a part of this. And I very, very, extremely, 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 extremely proud. Also, Masa, you're pretty cool.
Yeah. We love you too, Masa.
You could be like Queen Bee, but you're like so genuine. I love your personality. It's very bubbly. Kate, my first impression of you, I think it wasn't through all of this, but I saw you at Pride with Marina on Instagram, and I was like, Marina knows a gay person? A fellow pansexual, or
Pansexual, yeah.
I was like, yes. And then your name's Kate. I'm like, we share the same name, and we're both gay, and I'm moving here, and like,
We're the same person.
we are.
So we had this great session where we talked about our insecurities, but more importantly, we talked about why these insecurities aren't important, why they shouldn't rule our lives, and why the things that we love about ourselves are so much more relevant. We took some little posters and we decided to make a web map of what we think the main causes of body image struggles are. They wrote it out differently, they drew it differently, they expressed their emotions and their ideas in such interesting and elaborate ways. What was interesting is that all 4 of our groups kind of came up with the same things. We circled what we think on each of our posters were the top 5 reasons that teenage girls, and all girls in general, all people in general, have body image struggles. What we came up with for our top 5 were modeling industry, whether it be the models, the clothing sizes, or how they portray themselves. The modeling industry is definitely in there. We also came up with health, whether it be mental health or physical health. It seemed to come up a lot. We talked about how your health can affect your body image, whether you're underweight or overweight, obese, whether you have mental disabilities or mental issues like depression and anxiety that can cause your own symptoms and your own views of yourself to be blown out of proportion. The third thing that we talked about was media. Whether it be social media or the movie industry, there are a lot of traits within both of those categories that really add to the stigma of the female body and the struggles that most people have finding realistic examples of themselves. The fourth one that came up was sex. Whether it be the actual actions of sex, what you're doing, who you're doing it with, or who you're not doing it with, sex definitely has a huge impact on your body image. Our last 5th big reason that we came up with was beliefs, society, stereotypes, those general ideas that don't really exist for any particular reason, but simply because people made them up. So whether you're dealing with stereotypes with your gender, with your body type, whether you're dealing with bullying and harassment, beliefs, whether they're religious, stereotypical, or just simply societal, tend to have a large impact on how we view ourselves and what we think about ourselves in general.
Masahiko looks like he wants to die. I love Masahiko because he's like... Oh, she's awful. Hi, Karen! The entire podcast.
So, I like my eyes.
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah.
No, Max told me I can kiss anyone except for Molly.